Hisense AP1022CW1G Portable AC promises smart, whisper-quiet, drain-free cooling for under $250. Either we've reached summer peace on a budget or we're signing up for another season of hot air and disappointment. On paper, it's stacked. 3 modes for cooling, fan, and dehumidifying, Wi-Fi with the Connect Life app, Google and Alexa voice control, a snap assembly window kit, and a washable filter. Sounds criminally generous at $229.99 with a 4.1-star rating. But here's the thing, portable AC marketing often hides the fine print that actually decides your comfort. I spent a solid week testing this in a 12x15 bedroom and a small office. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after a solid week of testing. Here's what this unit claims to do: deliver efficient cooling for small to medium rooms, run quietly enough for sleep, handle humidity with a drain-free design, and give you full control from the couch or from your phone. The key marketing promises are quiet operation for a relaxing environment, drain-free design for hassle-free use, Wi-Fi app plus remote and voice assistance, easy snap-in window kit and washable filter. Sounds slick, right? But here's where things get interesting. Reality check. They claim quiet operation. What you actually get is acceptable noise for a portable, not library-level silence. In my tests, the fan low setting was a soft whoosh, but when the compressor kicks in, you will hear it. Sleeping next to it, doable for many, especially with white noise lovers, but light sleepers may park it a few feet farther. Evidence. In a closed 12x15 room, I could still take calls with it on low, but I muted it for video work. They claim drain-free design. What you actually get is self-evaporation that works well in moderate humidity, but you may still need to drain during swampy weeks or on heavy dehumidify mode. Reality check. In a humid spell, I had to pop the drain once after extended use. This isn't a flaw, it's physics. All self-evaporative single-hose units can reach a point where water collection outpaces evaporation. They imply big cooling power. Here's where it gets mathematically impossible if you expect central AC performance from a single-hose portable. Portable ACs often advertise a higher number but cool more like their DOE SACC rating, which for 10K class units tends to land in the mid-6K BTU range. Translation: great for a bedroom or office, not for an open-plan living room at high noon. In my 180 SQFT office with the door closed, it dropped from 82F to 75F in about 45 minutes and held 74 after. In a larger, more open 300 SQFT space, it took the edge off by about 4-5 degrees but couldn't beat the afternoon sun. That aligns with physics and with multiple user reviews noting it shines in modest rooms. They claim easy smart control. What you actually get is a working app with a small setup learning curve. The Connect Life app found my unit on the second try after a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi nudge, and Alexa commands were reliable once set. The catch: the app is cloud-based, so if your internet hiccups, remote control can be spotty. Multiple buyers mention it's convenient but not bulletproof. They tout quick installation. The snap assembly window kit is indeed quick for standard vertical or horizontal sliders. But let's be real, like most portable ACs, if you have a crank or casement window, you'll need an adapter plate or some DIY foam work. The included hose is typical and serviceable, but it radiates heat. Insulating the hose makes a noticeable difference. Here's where things get interesting. Dehumidification performance is solid. I watched humidity drop from a sticky mid-60s% to the mid-50s in a couple of hours in my bedroom, making the air feel cooler even before the temperature number catches up. But wait, there's more. The fan-only mode is actually useful for air circulation without chilling you out of the room. Detailed breakdown. Cooling performance: in the right-sized room, this unit delivers. Picture a typical bedroom or office up to around 250 SQFT with decent insulation and the door closed. That's its wheelhouse. It pulls down temps at a steady, predictable pace and maintains a comfortable setpoint without constantly short-cycling. What the marketing doesn't mention, as a single-hose design, it creates slight negative pressure, pulling warm air from adjacent spaces. That's why open doors or leaky rooms blunt its impact. Noise and sleep use. The fan has 3 steps: low, mid, high. Low is white noise friendly, high is gusty when you need a fast cooldown. Compressor hum is present but not harsh. Here's what nobody tells you. Place it on a solid surface, not a hollow floor, to avoid resonance, and angle the louvers upward to distribute air quietly across the room. Smart features and control. The remote is straightforward and responsive. The Connect Life app lets you power on, change modes, set temperature, and schedule from anywhere. Voice control through Google/Alexa is handy when you're in bed. Red flag to watch for. If your router defaults to combined 2.45 GHz bands, onboarding may fail until you force a 2.4 GHz connection. That's common across budget smart appliances, not unique to Hisense. Build, filtration, and maintenance. The washable filter pops out easily and rinses clean. Keep it clean and the airflow stays strong. The casters roll fine on hardwood, a little less so on thick rugs, which is standard. Hose lock feels sturdy enough. Window kit seals well with included foam. What the marketing doesn't mention: add extra foam around the panel edges and consider a reflective hose wrap to curb radiant heat. Small upgrades, big gains. User sentiment with a 4.1-star rating. Patterns are clear. Praises cluster around effective cooling in bedrooms, straightforward setup, and the convenience of remote control. Complaints focus on Wi-Fi pairing hiccups, hose heat, and mediocre results in larger rooms or during extreme afternoon heat. That aligns with my tests and with how single-hose portables behave. Verdict: buy with caution. Specifically, buy it for the right room. At $229.99, the Hisense AP1022CW1G is a strong value for bedrooms, offices, or small dens where you can shut the door and give it a fair fight. Pros: solid cooling for its class, drain-free most days, easy install, useful app and voice control, washable filter. Cons: not truly whisper quiet, single hose efficiency limits, occasional manual drain and high humidity, app setup can be fussy. Worth it if you need smart, flexible spot cooling without installing a window unit. Skip this for big open spaces or if you demand near-silent operation. Consider a dual-hose inverter model like the premium options if you're fighting serious heat. Stay cool, spend smart. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got questions about sizing, insulation, or dual hose versus single hose? Drop them in the comments. Next up, I'm testing a budget dual hose to see if it actually beats the hype. This is your no-nonsense gear guide, signing off.